in London, central London, down in Westminster. There's a stage being put together. Jeremy Clarkson's due to show up. There's going to be speeches. There's going to be a letter delivered to Downing Street. Rachel Reeves, who already has got the skids under her as a result of the possible breach of the ministerial code that she may have been involved in because of her CV and the rather, shall we say, untruths that were marked inside of it. Now, let's talk to Ben Aveling, though. He's a farmer from Radmore Farm, and he's gutted because he can't make the protest today. It's just not affordable to go, he says. He has to stay on the farm. He's obviously against the government changes to the inheritance tax. Ben, a very good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me. Not
at all. Thanks for coming on. I mean, the government seems to have got this so wrong that almost everybody I've spoken to this morning says, you know, the figures are wrong, their estimates are wrong, their reasoning is wrong. They're now saying that, you know, you need to cough up your inheritance tax to pay for the NHS, which is also completely mad. You can't even afford to come down to join in the protest. Tell us why.
Well, first and foremost, my wife has to get a job off the farm. You know, so we have to bring in extra income in to help supplement our income.
Right.
And she works at an agricultural college now, and I'm here on the farm and I'm doing the jobs, looking after the animals, and I've also got to get my kids, so someone's got to stay.
Yeah, right, absolutely. Well, needs must and all that, but luckily there's a lot of people turning up, a lot of other people who are not farmers also showing their solidarity. I think it's going to be a big protest. Jeremy Clarkson's going to be there. What's your message to the government, Ben?
Well, I think that the government has got it wrong, and almost forget about it from a farmer's perspective. It's for everybody. We all need the food. We need the security that this brings. And really, I think a lot of what the farmers are doing today is not about themselves, because it doesn't matter after we're dead. We'll never know about it. But the fact of the matter is we all need the security that being able to produce our own food brings. And this will just blanket sheet get rid of it if we're not careful.
Yeah.
So we're really just spreading the message to let people understand that it's actually about them too.
Yeah, but who could be advising them? Because we had Keir Starmer apparently last year telling the National Farmers Union Conference that they would not be putting up taxes on farmers, they would not be raising any kind of taxes at all, and promising and absolutely hand on heart that's what's going to happen. Now they feel particularly betrayed by him. Oh, I think we might have lost Ben there. Steve says this: I'm watching from Germany and was wondering, do these Labour lot not realise that it is the farmers who produce the food that fills their hungry bellies? I just hope Sadiq Khan doesn't make the farmers pay the congestion charge today. All the best. I don't know whether farming units are actually exempt from the congestion charge. I've not seen whether that's the case. I would imagine. I think most tractors do have registration plates. I think I'm right in saying because they drive on normal roads, but I'm not sure whether there's an exemption. I know Mr. Pothole used to have an exemption for his tank. He used to drive into Westminster whenever he was having a bit of a disagreement with the government in a tank, because apparently the tank did not have to pay the congestion charge. So that would be one thing you could do. Rachel says the new Jaguar logo, which we looked at a little bit earlier on, Lord above, it's absolute rubbish. Exuberant modernism. I'm dyslexic. It looks like I've designed it. Put it in the bin, says Rachel. I mean, it really is extraordinary, isn't it? Let's talk to Derek, who's in Middlesex. Hello, Derek.
Hello, mate. How are you?
Yeah, very well, sir. What can I do for you?
I was just said to your colleague earlier about the likeness of Keir Starmer to Prince Charles.
Oh, really? You think?
King Charles I.
Oh, not the current one.
As you know, Cromwell was a farmer.
Yeah.
King Charles allowed foreign feet on British soil.
Yes.
He actually paid for it, which is what we're doing, effectively.
Right.
And the end result was the Civil War.
Yes. Well, listen, I mean, you know, people's feelings are running very high on this, and I've never seen a policy of any government, probably since the poll tax, that's been this unpopular. Everybody thinks it's wrong. There isn't anyone that I've spoken to that is in support of this, apart from, you know, the various members of the Labour cabinet who are full square behind Keir Starmer.
Yeah, it's very wrong. I come from a Labour background.
Yeah.
So I've never voted for Labour in my life. In fact, because either parties, Conservative and Labour, both never sort of agreed with, or I didn't agree with what they were putting forward.
Yeah.
This time it's a step too far.
Yes, no question. I think a lot of people feel the same way. Very good to talk to you, Derek. Thanks very much indeed.